Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mayor Tom coming to you live from City Hall, 1102 Lomans Crossing Road, with another monthly Facebook Live update from the mayor, letting you know what's going on here in the city of Lakeway. So let's start with our upcoming City Council meeting. The regular City Council meeting for the month of May will be conducted on Monday at 6:30 here at City Hall. It's a very full meeting. We have a lot to do. The City Council will be addressing several new items on zoning issues. We'll be talking about some new programs for using hot taxes. We're going to be talking about some basic ordinances, sort of the routine blocking and tackling that your city council does to keep our city running as efficiently as possible. A quorum of the city council met on Tuesday, the 13th, to canvass the election. The election was canvassed and certified for the 7 propositions. 6 propositions were passed. 1 proposition was failed. And so now the city will begin the work of updating ordinances and changing procedures to put those charter changes in effect. And I thank you for renewing the road tax so that we can continue to designate a specified portion of our city sales tax towards the approved maintenance and repairs of our roads here in the city of Lakeway. So I invite you all to attend either in person or virtually. You can watch our live stream, which is always it's very interesting. You can watch it. It's always there. You get to follow up, ask questions, or send in emails. Not a problem. So look forward to your participation. We had a big city event this week. On Thursday, a week ago, we celebrated Victory in Europe Day, VE Day. We had a memorial wreath laying ceremony at the Spirit of Freedom Monument. I want to thank everybody who participated or attended as we paid tribute to the greatest generation. We will have another celebration of the end of the Second World War, Victory over Japan Day on September 2nd, where we will also memorialize the fact that the Spirit of Freedom Monument is 30 years old on that date. So we thank everybody who donated to its creation, and we thank everybody who has continued to participate. As you know, names are continued to be inscribed on the Spirit of Freedom Monument. Those names may be offered to the city up until July 4th. So we're taking those names, and if you have a veteran or a family member who served during a period of armed conflict, that veteran is eligible to have his name or her name inscribed on the Spirit of Freedom Monument. Now, you and I and everybody else is like, wow, what happened to our Texas spring? We had a couple of nice days there, and boom, here we are, summertime. It's 100 degrees out. So that's just a big early warning to all of us. This could be a very hot summer. You need to be prepared for it. You need to be prepared to make sure you're properly dressed, hydrated. You're looking after your elderly neighbors to make sure that they're not too exposed to the heat. It's easy to start something and then all of a sudden realize the temperature has climbed 10, 12, 15 degrees in a matter of an hour and a half. And suddenly it's no longer 89 or 90, it's close to 100, 105. So please watch out for one another. Please take care of yourselves. This is National Police Week, and the city of Lakeway has been recognizing our first responders. We had a chance to have the LEAP committee and the city council members go down and thank our PD earlier in the week, dropped off some goodies and treats, and they're getting some dinner meals delivered by different civic organizations for the next several days. So we certainly salute our first responders and thank them for everything that they're doing. Not to be outdone, next week is Public Works Week. And so I'll be issuing a proclamation in support of Public Works Week and thanking the Public Works Department for all the great job that they've done. You see the Public Works Department every day, you just don't always realize it. When you're out there and you see those roads that are striped and all the reflectors there, when you see that there are no potholes, when you see that if there is an animal struck and the carcass is hauled away, that's what your Public Works Department is doing. They're maintaining our roads and they're maintaining our quality of life. So we thank our Public Works Department. They've put in a lot of hours and they do a really professional job here in the city of Lakeway. Now, we are also celebrating Lakeway arts and our history. So this is the Arts Weekend, and this is a lot of activity going on. The Heritage Committee and the Arts Committee are working together. So over the weekend, you're going to see that on Friday, there's a free show at Tex Arts to start. And then on Saturday, There are events here at City Hall for the student art contest, as well as the fact that the Liebold Cabin will be open. And then on Sunday, we are going to have a free concert at the Lakeway Activity Center. I really encourage you to stop by City Hall at any time during the month or on this weekend and take time to appreciate the student art display that was curated by a Lake Travis High School student and features their artwork. We saw this last year during Arts Walk, and we were so impressed by the quality of the work and the diligence of the students that we invited them to be the premier artist here at City Hall for this month. And I would encourage you to support our local artists and to come by City Hall, either on the Arts Walk itself or at any time to visit the City Hall Art Wall and see what these great young artists have done. Now, a week from today, which is May 22nd at 6 p.m., the city will be hosting a virtual town hall in cooperation with the Village of the Hills and our first responders to talk about wildfire preparation. This will be a chance for you to learn what your city has been doing in terms of wildfire preparation, as well as to ask questions about things we're doing now and what we're going to continue to do in the future. I can tell you that we have spent the last 18 months diligently preparing and working with all of our first responders, not just the ones here in our immediate area, but also throughout Travis County and state resources as to how we would handle an emergency should there be a large wildfire in the Tri-City area. And we're going to get you more information and update on that at that virtual town hall a week from today. We are continuing to accept entries for the July 4th parade. This is the classic event that defines the city of Lakeway. I think that the 4th of July parade and Lights On are the two ceremonies and events that we put on that are the quintessential character of small town Lakeway. And I urge you, if you wish to participate, to please get your entry in. But more importantly, please make sure that you're able to attend these events. So I look forward to seeing you on the 4th of July. We had more than 7,000 people attending last year. We look to have an even larger and safer crowd this year. And I look forward to that and welcome your entry into the 4th of July parade. Now, we also, on May 24th, in the evening, 5 to 7 p.m., we'll have our first Aloha Pool Party. So we do a lot of these pool events throughout the year. The Aloha Pool Party is May 24th. And then the next weekend, Sunday, which is June 1st, we will have our first Mermaid Day in the afternoon. So if you've got littles or you've got grandkids, please feel free to reach out and attend these events. I can tell you that the families just have more fun than you would even expect. The mermaids do a great job. The city pool staff does a great job. I invite you to come on out and help celebrate that. The Lakeway Swim Center is now taking registrations for swim lessons. So if you or your child needs swim lessons, you can get them at a fairly low cost at the Lakeway Swim Center. Now, we also have a big event coming up towards the end of the month, which of course is Memorial Day. As is our tradition, the city of Lakeway will honor all of those who have paid the ultimate price in the service of our nation. And so our Memorial Day service will start at 11 a.m. on Memorial Day, which is Monday, May 26th. And this year we are holding that service at the Emmaus Church. I ask you to please join us and watch that. The prior services are online on our video deck. I think you'll be very impressed about how the city of Lakeway honors all of those who've paid the ultimate price. And I would welcome your participation and join us so that we can say hello on Memorial Day. You have to remember, it's not just a long weekend, it's a weekend to commemorate and remember. Now, I'm going to ask you once again, as we've said several times, the city has a local program, our Shop Local program. I think there's an interesting thing you may not know, but there's now a farmer's market, a small farmer's market, Wednesday afternoons and in the Chair King Shopping Center. Karen and I have been there multiple times. We've been able to get great proteins, hummus, organic vegetables, and some utterly delightful candy that disappeared. It sort of evaporated in my house. I don't know how that happened. But I would encourage you to visit this local farmers market and shop local. Just some of the places that we have supported here in the last week or two include the Sakura Restaurant, the Grove, Lemon Leaf Florist, and the Baylor Scott and White Hospital. If you can't shop local, you can also dock local. So, dock local works. That's what our Baylor Scott and White Hospital is for. As always, I would encourage you to take care of one another, continue to live our Lakeway values, make sure we're all doing the right thing. Please stay engaged with your city government. Please ask questions. It's a lot easier to come to us directly via email than to post something, cryptical online, which we may or may not see. So I would ask you to please stay engaged with your city council, your city staff. The city staff is doing an excellent job. I'm particularly grateful for their service. I get to see what they do every day, and I remain impressed each and every day, and looking forward to that. So I know there were no questions in advance. Jack, did any questions come in while we've been online?
No, sir.
Okay, well, Lakeway, I'm glad you were here today. I hope you've learned something. Look forward to seeing you all at any of the events and the city council meetings. Hope you'll participate and get some value out of the wildfire virtual town hall. I think you'll find that very informative. And I just wish you the very best. Take care of one another. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and stay cool. Mayor Tom saying, have a great day.